Okay, when this Eagle bus got here, man, you guys know if you've been watching this series, it was in horrible condition. They had just bought it, paid a lot of money for it. The engine was practically falling out of it, tons of rust all over it. We had to bring a mobile welder in to make it safe to be on the road, rust-wise. But all the other, had major air leaks. It couldn't pass a DOT air brake test. The structural issues were really serious on it. It had bad wheel bearings that were crazy, overloaded front axle weights, bad wheel studs, bad hubs, you name it, it had it wrong with it. And again, they had just bought it, and they paid a lot of money for it. And the bill on this, we'll talk about at the end of this video, it's pretty hefty, pretty substantial. It had turbo exhaust leaks, the turbo was bad. It had to make 5 attempts to even make it up the hill. It was really, really in rough shape. And it showed up here, less than 2 weeks before Christmas, and we were able to turn everything around and get this thing out the door. Ow. Can we find Hunter in there? That's where the loud, bitchy noises are coming from.
I identify as a 6B.
Kind of looks like you're getting busy with one right now.
Yeah. This is sadly the most comfortable position I have found.
So there's some of the batteries that were taken out and moving back to where they belong back there. So that ought to help with the front axle weight a little bit. So here, Hunter's back in there trying to remove an exhaust manifold. The stud's coming out of the engine when there's it's in the water jacket, so coolant's wanting to pour out of the stud. So I have a shop vac stuck to the radiator fill, putting suction on it so you can pull that stud out without coolant. It doesn't allow the coolant to shoot straight out. Otherwise, coolant just flies out of that hole. You'll lose I don't know, probably a gallon and a half a minute or something. Okay, it's all back together. That was a challenge. The exhaust manifold over there is very, very hard to get to. Top, bottom, front. Combination of all 3 positions. Look that way. You're a little dirty there, Hunter. Get ready to fire it up and then go on a test drive. He's loading everything up right now inside. And let's see how this goes. He's moving that air compressor into the far back corner of that bay, just shifting some weight, getting it off of the front axle. It's a pain in the butt. Go ahead and crank it. Close. Try again. We lost a little bit of prime there because we put new larger fuel injectors in it, so we had the whole head opened up, so it took a minute to start it there, but it's running real smooth now. Kind of make it out. Homemade stenciling, no charge. He got room on that side? Because he's got plenty over here. Cut it hard, all the way. You're good. Straighten it out and then come up to here. No, no, not yet. That's good. Easy on the throttle. Don't mash the throttle all the way down. Be nice and easy on it.
Remember, the throttle has about
Yeah.
an inch.
Okay.
Of Yeah, I was just I didn't reattach that yet.
The brakes should feel pretty good for you.
Yeah, they do.
Air pressure's good before we head down the hill.
Yeah, we're at about 80, 90.
Okay, just one light depression on the brakes as you get on the hill. No pumping.
But also keep it slightly depressed,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So constant pressure instead of...
Just a light, even, yeah.
Apparently, I didn't secure everything. Am I making a right or a left out of your driveway?
You're gonna make it right out of the driveway. Okay, give it a little bit of throttle here just to test the acceleration speed, see how it feels.
It actually responds. Before it,
And practice doing that with just easing it into it. So-
yeah, yeah, it's a very light pedal, but also it has about an inch before it's floored.
Yeah.
So I mean, an eighth of an inch is hard to manage with your foot, but I'm sure after some practice.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
And I have no indication like black smoke in the back to tell me if I put too hard on the throttle.
No, you will. If you from a stop right here, you mash it because the turbo's not spooled yet.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a lot of black smoke.
I know, I was just being facetious, given the black smoke is blown before, no matter what speed, no matter what throttle.
So just kind of, I want you to get on it a little bit here, but remember a little slower on the.
Yeah.
Give it a little time to spool up as you go. Go ahead and get on it a little. Just give it a little. Full throttle by now. You're good.
Not yet.
Feel faster, more pickup.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's significant.
Okay. Let's go ahead and slow down now.
Oh, I can't treat it like a race car?
Yeah, not on this road.
Drive it like a stolen?
Especially the way you got everything secured in here. No.
Yeah. I was in a rush to do the test drive. It's so quiet now. I mean, I know I'm not on the throttle, but even then, before, I swear it was so much louder. Probably because the wheel bearings were making all the noise and everything that I didn't know that shouldn't be made.
Wheel bearings, the shock dinging around.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, it's so quiet.
Okay, so.
that burning smell?
Yeah. And let on there.
Oh, they put school in, but
Yeah, but it's still 30.
no. Good call. What is that burning smell?
Well, you don't have the engine compartment sealed up right now.
Oh, that's right.
And there's smoke outside from this fire going on in town.
Yep. Yeah, I drove through wildfires. Well, not through wildfires, but through areas with wildfires out west, and smoke detectors kept going off. So I kept forgetting to pull over after they shut off to take out the battery.
There's a house on fire in town. Okay, green light. Oh, fire truck.
Make it right.
Is he just? Yeah, make it right. You have the green. I thought he was gonna.
Yeah, but he's got his
Okay.
lights on, so
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was doing.
Different bus?
Yeah, yeah, to say the least. I just can't believe how quiet it is. Gosh, when I would talk to my wife on the phone, I'd have my Bluetooth headphones in and I couldn't hear her over the noise.
Told you you have 2 mufflers on here.
This is crazy. In a good way. That's why I was never going to take it to anybody but you.
Still gonna need a new turbo. So we have to.
Yeah, we'll have to find
We
one.
got the numbers for that now. We can get it ordered.
Yep. I'll be coming back to you for, well, the transmission will change, but I'm sure sooner than that, because there's other stuff that needs to get done. Just not imperative to safety or,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to create a list or something.
Go ahead and get on it a little here. Just feel the acceleration. You might never have that
It
before.
has acceleration.
Yeah, it's got a little get up and go.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I'm getting a little too excited now. Man, it's a world of difference.
How does the steering? Does the steering feel tired when you push that ball joint?
It does. So I used to have to go down the road like this.
Yeah.
You know, like people.
Yep.
Yeah. But no. Now it's nice and tight. There's no
Yep. Slack.
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, right now, gosh, I
Quiet.
wish I had a video of me. I do have a video of me driving it before. I should show that to you and see if we can hear the noise that it was.
It'll be even quieter once you get the bed and everything back together back there too.
Oh yeah. Well, and as soon as I put the dash back together and stuff, some of that wind is coming.
Okay. Got it locked down into first.
Do now.
Okay. Just get on it.
Ready?
Yep.
It's only about halfway down. I'm gonna have to shift in a second.
Nope.
Nope.
Stay in first.
All right.
Keep it floored. Yep. Unless it goes too fast for you. Keep it floored.
Remember how I was stopped right here
You were
every
sto-
single
you were
time?
absolutely
I mean, it was a struggle bus.
Okay, you can let it.
You know, I mean, take it like an Indy car?
Nope.
Neither do I. Well, that was effortless.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was half of the amount of time it took last time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, gosh. that was so much different. It was like night and day.
Okay, we just need to pull the valve covers off and check make sure there's no fuel leaks or anything, and then you're going to be good to go. You don't have to pull in the shop, but pull up almost to next to about halfway between the 2 doors there, because it'll make your turnaround a little easier. Maybe a little bit more this way, but yeah.
You just tell me when to stop. That's good right there.
All right, so things you're gonna watch out for is black soot lines around those clamps, like there, and then what's on the other side.
Yep.
Where the exhaust manifold meets the head. Same thing over here. Like I see a little bit of soot on that clamp from before on the bottom there. You see that black on the bottom and that little notch? So keep an eye on stuff like that. If you start to see black soot, then that's gonna tell you that there's some type of a leak. Any leaks past here on this way, that doesn't matter. Okay, so you can see some smoke come out of there or whatever, you're fine.
Okay.
Always want to make sure your air filter stuff is all tight. If you need to start it in cold weather, you can just, the lightest spray of starting fluid in that little cap right there. You just lift it up and just that's it. That's all it should take.
Wow.
Because we just put new injectors on it, we want to make sure they just pulled the valve covers and we're checking for leaks of fuel leaks in there. But one thing I want you to keep an eye on is make sure your oil level is not increasing. If your oil level is increasing, that means fuel is leaking from one of those injectors and diluting into your engine oil.
Okay.
So go ahead and check your engine oil right now. You get an idea of where it's at right now. It's been sitting for a few minutes after shutdown and the engine oil was warm. Do you have that rag, Tyler?
Thank you. All right, so.
Go ahead and just wipe it down.
Yeah.
I'll check it again.
Your tire, Hunter?
No, I don't.
Right.
Go ahead.
You can see the dipstick has marks on it, but they're not factory marks.
Yeah, they're homemade.
So
we're just a hair above the full mark, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so just keep an eye on that, and that's about where you should be, or lower. You don't, if next time you check it and it's up here, then we got an issue.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll be good. So you're not level out here right now. The bus is leaning to the right, and your oil pan and your dipstick's on the right. That's why it's a little bit over. So you are going to see it lower the next time you check it.
Okay.
You should always check it on level ground if you can help it. It was really close to the full line when we had it in the shop.
Okay. We're good.
Okay, so Adam, tell us about buying a bus.
Well, don't buy one unless you have it inspected, and not by your average mechanic either. By somebody that actually knows their stuff, because we had ours inspected. Mechanic said it's mechanically sound, no hesitation about driving it across country, and that was just flat out wrong. And I don't blame the sellers. I mean, they took it there. I have the video of it. Some other things that were wrong that shouldn't have been wrong, but anyways, have it inspected. Call Scott, email Scott. You should fly him out. I don't care. I wish I would have, because it literally would have saved me tens of thousands of dollars. Because the bus is not worth what I paid for it. And then I had to put money into it.
Yes.
So, yes, do your due diligence. I'm not telling you not to trust people, because you should trust people, but maybe get multiple opinions. instead of just one.
That's
and
weird.
make sure they're actually a diesel mechanic that is not a boat mechanic.
All right, well, we're getting him out of here to get him home for Christmas. He's not seen his kids since like September the 19th. The kids and everybody flew out for the bus. You know, they sold their house, bought the bus. They're going to travel in it full time, and it just wasn't going to work out with the bus, the condition it was in. So they sent the kids back home. He's going to, you know, we did all that work to get him home by Christmas for the kids. We got a huge winter storm coming. We're going to move some of our vehicles in the shop now just to keep them out of the storm. It's crazy cold temperatures coming, and we're hoping he's going to make it back to North Carolina and kind of skirt the southern edge of this storm. He's going to go down like through Atlanta and that way, and it's not going to be quite so bad there as it is everywhere else, but it's still not going to be pretty. But yeah, he should make it. Guide him up. How far can he go? Merry Christmas. All right, let's talk some numbers here. First of all, they bought this bus for $32,000, which was about double what it was really worth. And that's only because it has that big generator. If that generator wasn't worth it, in my opinion, it was a $10,000 bus, maybe less because of all the rust and other issues that it had. The repair bill here was $17,994.92. Pretty steep number. 5,000 of that was parts, just so you know. And the welder was in that total, so all of the welding and materials and everything. So that's a pretty substantial part of it there too. So this number right here is amazing, $5,354.14. That's how much money viewers of the channel stepped up and helped out this couple with. They donated it. A lot of our Patreon members and viewers here of the channel. We had, you know, if they wanted to help them out with this huge bill they were going to have right before the holidays, 5 kids, they got so burned on this bus. It wasn't a charity thing. It was just if people wanted to help out, they could do it, and that's how much money went towards their bill. So all they ended up paying out of pocket was $12,640. I mean, that's for as much work as we did, and we even donated 10 hours of our labor that we took off the bill too. So that's a nice number for them. It helps them out with this, you know, because they're so upside down on this bus, but it is now so much safer and more reliable, and it has so much more power for them. It's big improvements, and the fact that we did that here in the shop in just 8 days that it was of shop days that it was in the shop, that's pretty amazing. Well, I just talked to him, and he just climbed Mount Eagle, which is a big mountain kind of hill here in Tennessee, and he was passing semis going up the hill. He could have never done that before. It's so quiet. He can't, as you heard him say, he can't believe how quiet it is now, but it has so much more power, like it should have. But with the bigger injectors that we put in it and then fixing the turbo leaks, it's a much safer bus to get on the road with all the welding and everything done to it and the wheel bearings and wheel studs. And if you've been following the series, you knew this bus was in really bad shape when it got here.
His tools, check the air and all those duels. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Well, he's got a long hard ride in old Lenny the Silver Sides. Get that bus grease monkey on the road. Well, he's got that hammer down and that 47 Hound. It's that bus grease monkey on the road. He travels all around and he's coming to your town. Get that bus grease monkey down the road. propped up engine door. Watch that bus grease monkey do his thing. 30 years behind that barn, 'cause it don't run worth a darn. Watch that bus grease monkey make it sing. He knows in Detroit there's no doubt, upside down and inside out. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in that old blue silver sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Now he's moved his family to the hills of Tennessee. Watch that bus grease monkey make his home, bringing buses back to life with the help of his dear wife. Watch that bus grease monkey get it done. Well, he travels town to town working on them old greyhounds. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? Saving buses far and wide in old Lenny the Silver Sides. It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? It's that bus grease monkey, don't you know? See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done. Bus Grease Mountain, they're gonna get that big job done.
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for, hey, if you stuck around to the end of this video and went through both of those songs that Tom Feller wrote for us, you definitely are a true fan of the channel, and we love you and appreciate you, and just wanted to say happy holidays to everybody. We're going to enjoy a few days off here and just kind of relax, but just wanted to say thank you, and I hope you appreciated the double songs at the end. This was a text that I got from Adam, just wanting to thank everybody from behalf of their family that stepped up and helped them donate to this, so it wasn't so, I mean, they got such a raw deal on the purchase of this bus, so I think it was nice that you guys got some enjoyment out of watching this series, but then some people, stepped up to really pitch in for to help pay back for their misery that you kind of enjoyed by watching these videos. But they really are appreciative. They're so thankful. When I was recording that video with him talking, he had no idea that people had donated over $5,000 towards the bill yet. So that was a neat moment to be able to share that with him, how much we got to knock off of the bill for him.